Thousands soak up the sun at Henley Royal Regatta as heatwave continues. Thousands have descended upon Henley-on-Thames for the Royal Regatta as Britain's heatwave shows no signs of stopping. The country is currently enjoying its warmest summer since the famous heatwave of 1976. For the first time in years, the heatwave meant that the opening day of the Henley Royal Regatta got off to a cracking start, with thousands of spectators lining the banks of the River Thames in hot sunshine to watch the start of the competition. The riverside town was awash in gentlemen wearing traditional blazes, and designer labels could be seen everywhere as women with matching hats and dresses basked in the super-hot conditions. The glorious weather was in stark contrast to recent years, where the first day of the regatta was muted by overcast skies and cool winds. However, today the riverside setting was perfect for pims and strawberries and cream as youthful rowers tried to protect themselves from the heat and hot sun. The affluence of the event shone through, with designer labels on show as well as advertising stalls for luxury brands such as Aston Martin cars. Old-fashioned paddle boats and launches ferried spectators up and down the river to watch proceedings, and supporters cheered on their favorites from the banks of the river. The town of Henley-on-Thames was swamped with those celebrating the regatta, and cars in their thousands were parked in surrounding fields for parking fees of up to £40 a day. Hot weather remains in the forecast for much of the UK. Although temperatures won't be quite as hot as last week, they will continue to remain well above average, and it will remain largely dry. High pressure continues to dominate, although it does tend to weaken especially around the middle of the week, and that will allow a few showers to develop. But as we go towards the end of the week, another area of high pressure moves back in, and this will help to keep things dry into next weekend. Will Lang is a chief meteorologist. Will said, "All parts of the UK will see plenty of sunshine this week, although mist and low cloud along North Sea coasts will be slow to clear at times. Showers will develop at times, and there is a low risk that these could be heavy in places. Although most places will remain dry, sunny and very warm through much of this week, conditions in the north and northwest will often be cooler and cloudier. The sun is at its strongest at this time of year, and UV levels will be high or very high, so people should take care when outside enjoying the weather." Heat health watch warnings have been issued for parts of southern and western England. Competitors from far-flung corners of the globe were competing at the regatta today, with rowers from New Zealand, Australia and the USA all competing for silverware and glory on the river. The procession of boats streaming down a mile-long course on the Thames was near constant throughout the day, with 83 races scheduled to be rowed on the first day. A total of 565 boat crews have been entered for this year's regatta, with 111 of those being from abroad. The entry list compares with 2017, where 577 teams took part, of which 144 were from countries other than the UK. The men's 8 teams will be competing for the highest honor at the gala as they race for the honor of raising the Grand Challenge Cup, which was taken by Passayer and Trevor's joint team from Germany last year. Women 8 teams will be competing for the Riemann Challenge Cup, which was last won by the Wairiki Rowing Club from New Zealand. Spectators of all ages were lapping up the excitement of the racing and drinking in the atmosphere which is unique to the Henley Royal Regatta. Ken Howland, aged 73 years, said, "I've been coming to the Henley Royal Regatta since 1968. For the first 5 years I was rowing, and then I have been coming back ever since. All I have to say about this year is that it's very, very hot." Frank Van Rijgen, Cor, a businessman from New Zealand and aged 47 years, said, "This is my first time here. I work in London and I've come by myself. It's awesome, I love it. I watch loads of rowing online, but it's better in real life." Steffi Stone, aged 24 years, said she had been coming to the Royal Regatta since 2013. "I've been coming here for 5 years. I really enjoy it, that's why I keep coming back."